It was painful to watch. Meghan Markle stood there, unsure what to do, while everyone around her kept their distance. The crowd practically formed a wall. No one wanted to get close, and this was long before social distancing was even a thing.
I used to know. Come on, act like you should. Where the tree tops glisten and children.
That's the power of Meghan Markle, or maybe the problem. Throughout the whole performance, people avoided her. The exaggerated hand gestures, the over-the-top energy, it was just too much. You could feel the second-hand embarrassment. That's a 9 out of 10 on the cringe scale. Meghan loves the spotlight. She craves it. But sometimes, she doesn't know when to step away. The clip shows her staying on stage, smiling awkwardly, while everyone else walks off. She's standing there alone, still performing for an audience that's already gone. Meanwhile, Harry knew what to do. To avoid more embarrassment, he quickly walked off with someone else. Smart move. Still, another 9 out of 10 moment for the cringe record books. And then, there's the time Meghan got caught doing something even stranger. Cameras caught her rummaging through Prince William's belongings, like she was digging for hidden treasure. When she realized she was being watched, she froze. Then, she smiled nervously and backed away, pretending nothing happened. It was like watching a kid caught sneaking cookies from the jar. For a duchess, not a good look. Cringe level, 8 out of 10. But nothing beats what happened at Prince Charles's 70th birthday garden party. That day was supposed to be classy and royal, until Meghan turned it into a scene. Reports say she was already bored at the main celebration, rolling her eyes and complaining. But when the garden party began, she suddenly loved the attention again. Cameras were on, and Meghan was ready to perform. Then came the moment that changed everything. Camilla, ever the proper royal, reminded Harry that he needed to walk ahead of Meghan, standard royal protocol. But Meghan didn't take it well. Witnesses say she made a face and even stuck her tongue out behind Camilla's back, like a teenager mocking the teacher. Harry laughed, but Charles saw everything. He wasn't amused. Moments later, an aide walked over quietly and whispered, "Sir, your car is here." Translation: time to leave, now. Camilla gave them a polite goodbye kiss. Charles didn't even bother. He just watched as Meghan awkwardly walked away, pretending nothing happened. Another royal moment turned cringeworthy. 8 out of 10. Next up, one of Meghan's classic too good for help moments. It was her wedding day, the biggest day of her life. Cameras everywhere. A royal fairy tale. Someone reached out to help her step out of the car gracefully. But instead of accepting, Meghan brushed the hand away, like it was some random stranger bothering her. It looked cold, dismissive, and completely unnecessary. Who refuses a helping hand on their wedding day, in front of millions? That one's a 7 out of 10 on the cringe scale. Small moment, but painfully awkward. And if that wasn't enough, Meghan proved once again that embarrassment just isn't in her vocabulary. Here she is, marching in front of veterans during a parade. No one really knows why she was there or what she was doing. It looked forced, out of place, and honestly disrespectful to the moment. That's a solid 9 out of 10 for sheer awkwardness. Then came the Colombia trip. Meghan and Harry arrive in style, but something's off. Everyone greets Harry. Smiles, handshakes, cheers, but Meghan? Completely ignored. No one calls her name. No one even looks her way. Still, she stands there smiling like nothing's wrong. It's like she doesn't realize she's only relevant because of Harry. That one? An 8 out of 10 on the cringe chart. And let's not forget her boss's side making an appearance.
As opposed to, oh my gosh, I worked so hard. And the moment that everything sells out, it doesn't mean that we're done. It means we're working on replenishment and what are the next SKUs and what's the next tranche of products and what's the timing on that and writing the newsletters and writing the social media captions and making sure that all that feels in line and what's the cadence of it and what's the photography that you want to do? What do I want to wear for those shoots? While also editing all the time-coded notes for season 2 of With Love Meghan and then being in edits for the podcast and being a mom and a wife and a friend.
And at one event, Meghan tells another woman not to stand too close to Harry. The poor woman was just trying to hold the other handle of a trophy. But Meghan wouldn't let go. The wild part, Meghan wasn't even invited to that event. Harry was. She just showed up and took over the spotlight, as usual. That's a strong 9 out of 10 on the cringe scale. Then we've got her windy disaster moment in New Zealand. Meghan steps off the plane, smiling, waving, playing the royal role perfectly, until the wind strikes. She's wearing a short skirt and a long open jacket, and the weather clearly didn't care about royal fashion. She struggles to hold everything in place while pretending it's all fine. It looked like a mix between a red carpet show and a wardrobe emergency. Not her best look. That's a 7 out of 10 for the unplanned chaos. And now, the one that still makes people wince, Meghan talking to herself, right next to the Queen. She's trying to get the Queen's attention, smiling, nodding, hoping for a moment of connection. But the Queen completely ignores her, doesn't even glance away. Painful to watch. You can almost feel the cold air between them. Maybe if Meghan had followed royal protocol and shown more respect, things could have been different. That's a 9 out of 10 for pure royal awkwardness. So, if you've had a rough day, maybe skip this one. Because watching Meghan call that hard work might just frustrate you even more. She just described what most of us would call a lazy day off, but somehow, she made it sound like hard work. Honestly, that moment deserves a full 10 out of 10 on the cringe scale. If you agree, drop a comment below, because this one really says it all. Now, let's talk about Meghan's reaction when Harry made one tiny mistake, and you could practically feel the tension in the air. They walk into the room, as always, Meghan leading the way, and Harry following like her shadow. But then, the unexpected happens. A lady politely reminds them of royal protocol. Harry should sign first. You can see Meghan's smile freeze for a second. That little flicker of annoyance says it all. You just know Harry was going to get an earful later. But what was his crime this time? Simple. He didn't step in and make sure Meghan got to sign first. He didn't bend the rules for her. And for Meghan, that's almost unforgivable. What makes it even funnier is that we've seen him do exactly that before, rushing to pull out chairs, stepping aside, making sure she's front and center in every frame. But not this time. This time, protocol won. And Meghan's face said everything she couldn't. That one? A solid 9.5 out of 10 on the cringe scale. And honestly, for someone who laughs as much as Meghan does, her sense of humor just doesn't land. Her jokes are often awkward, forced, and, well, painful to hear. Take this one for example. She's talking about her husband and their 3 dogs, and out of nowhere she says, "It's not my perfume that's bringing them all in. My bacon brings all the boys to the yard." Yep, she really said that. It's the kind of joke that makes you laugh, but only out of second-hand embarrassment. That's an easy 8 out of 10 cringe moment. But now, the moment that tops them all. The 1805 event. Pure royal awkwardness at its finest. Meghan spots a microphone and instantly assumes it's for her. She moves in, ready to grab it, but not this time. The host holds on tight, and Meghan ends up standing there awkwardly, caught in the act. You can see it on her face, that split second of shock before she forces a smile like nothing happened. But it doesn't end there. A few moments later, Harry tries to help. He leans over and asks Kevin Costner to hand the mic to Meghan. Kevin just smiles and completely ignores the request. Brutal. You can actually see Meghan's face drop for half a second before she switches back to that camera-perfect smile. A total 100 out of 10, peak cringe. And if you think that's all, oh no. There are plenty more moments where Meghan's confidence turned into pure chaos. I'll be breaking them down one by one, but now I want to hear from you. Which of these moments made you cringe the hardest? Drop your rating in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more royal reality checks.